Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Kept and Covered. I'm your host, Keebie. On this channel, on this pod, we talk real life, real struggles, and real hope, all grounded in God's kingdom. I exist to just share a little bit of me, and with me comes kids, comes struggle, and a whole lot of Jesus. I love Jesus. I love him. I love him. I love him. Above everything that I am, I'm a child of God. So on today's episode, I actually just want to preface by saying I actually didn't record or post anything last week. I've been really kind of discouraged. My last episode didn't get a lot of views. And I'm basically just wondering if I should keep going. I was very excited to start this. If you want to go ahead and watch my episode of why I'm here, I said I was basically not scared of. I was basically scared more of like regretting not doing it than actually doing it. And so I went ahead and started. I've been excited. I bought a mic. I bought a stand, which it's just being weird today. So I am just second guessing, like, if I want to even do this. Like, it was exciting in the beginning, and I guess that thing that I had for starting it is gone now. And then, of course, like, this past couple weeks has been kind of crazy in the world. And I've just been kind of sad and, like, fatigued with my health. And I've just have not wanted to, I just haven't had the energy. Plus, there's sports season. My kids play volleyball and football and cheer. And I've just been super busy. And I just haven't had the energy to even record. So right now, I'm like rushing to record this between picking up my kids before we go to church. And so that's why I don't have any makeup on. I just wanted to get it done and get it out. So on today's episode, I wanted to basically talk about my road to conservatism. Last night I was going through like what I should talk about, and I'm just going through my topics that I have that I basically wrote down before I even did this. And this kept coming up in my spirit to talk about this, but I kept pushing it aside, like, no, I don't want to talk about this. Because I just get a lot of pushback. And even I've just always, every time I post anything like political on my beliefs, I always get things in my inbox of like why I shouldn't feel the way I feel or something negative about whatever I post. And I'm like, can I live? And so I didn't want to even post this, but I feel like it's something I need to do. So I'm going to do it. I was a Democrat. When I first was able to vote, when I turned 18, it was Obama and whoever else, I don't even remember. And I basically voted for Obama because he was black, which in hindsight now, I feel like is the most ridiculous thing ever. But that's why I did it. And I feel like I was programmed to vote that way. I didn't know none of his policies, what he believed, what he didn't believe, didn't know. Just because he was black, that's why I voted for him. Fast forward to the Hillary and Trump in 2016, and guess who I voted for? Hillary. Because she was a woman and because I was a Democrat. So I don't know none of her policies, didn't watch her nothing, don't know nothing what she believes, but because she's a woman and because she was a Democrat, I voted for her. Fast forward to Biden and Trump. I voted for Trump because he aligned with my values and my beliefs. I made an educated decision based on what I believed to be true. And so that's why I voted that way. It was the most educated decision voting that I've ever done. So backtrack before I voted for him. I have a friend of mine who is Republican and who is way more informed politically than I was. And we would just have discussions, not debates, not him trying to pour his beliefs into mine, but literal just discussion. I trust him, he trusts me. We would talk about a topic and we would just talk, not debating, not yelling, a nice civil conversation. And I feel like it was just like a seed. Plus, the more I grew in my faith with Jesus, the more, I would just start seeing things differently from that. And then I want to say the light bulb went off. So from my discussions with my friend, and then of course during this time, big names were coming out. The Candace Owenses of the world, or Voddie Baucham, who, rest in peace, I really loved him because not only did he was aligning with my faith beliefs, he started aligning with my political beliefs. And I really, really just loved him so much. I can't wait to actually physically meet him again in heaven. But my prayer goes out to his family, his wife and his kids that he left behind and grandkids. He was just an awesome man of God. And so people like that, were coming up. And so it just one day, it was just like a light switch. It just like the light bulb went off and it was like, just like when I got saved, it was like a light switch. It was like, like things just went like, poof, poof, poof. And so obviously it just went down a rabbit hole of like learning and seeing the truth and not just listening. And I think I also attribute a lot of me changing lanes with me not watching the news anymore. Like, I stopped watching the news because one of these famous preachers that I don't even watch anymore, he was like, it's not no forecast, it's a fear cast. And ever since then, I haven't watched the news. And I think a lot of that had to do with me switching over, because I feel like if I still watched the news, I probably would still be a Democrat. I'm just saying. Because it's just hate, lie after lie after lie, And so I started down the rabbit hole of the one side, which is like Candace Owens, Officer Tatum, Fox News, boom, boom, boom. But I just traded one hate for the next hate. And not saying that I don't listen to these people, because I still do, but not as much as I used to. Now I literally get a Christian news source where it's just give me the facts and that's it. It's not slanted one way or the other. I just get the facts and that's it. But this whole Charlie Kirk thing really hurt me. I didn't even know him personally. And I didn't even know like I saw clips of him on TikTok and things like that. But him after he died is when I really took a deep, deep, deep dive of his politics. And I even more love him now than I did before. Before I liked him. Now I loved him. And then it just hurt. Like, I didn't know someone dying could hurt. Him dying was like when the guy from Fast and Furious died, or who else that died, or like a Whitney Houston, I didn't know these people, but it was just sad. On this instance, it was just like, just his wife, his kids, his friends. I just felt so bad, like that somebody could get killed for just wanting to open debate, just for sharing his beliefs. Like, it makes you want to go back and hide in a corner. But I didn't, because guess what? The thing about even Christianity, being a Christian, you have to be bold. You have to say things against the culture, countercultural. It's an upside down kingdom. I speak things all the time, and I'm bold for things of Jesus. So I'm going to continue to be bold. And like I said, I didn't want to make this post. I didn't want to make this video because even me reposting videos of even Charlie Kirk has gotten me so much hate with my own people. And not hate. Hate is a strong word, but just kind of backlash. I should be used to it by now, but I'm not. You know, it's like because of my past, and unfortunately I have this bad belief that it's like, if we disagree, then people hate me. And it's like, I know that's not true. And I'm still just trying to unlearn this. And I just pray that one day I do. Like, I don't like disagreeing, especially with people that I love and care about. But that's one good thing that's come up out of this, is that even though I've disagreed with people over the past couple of years, especially because of my political beliefs, that we still love each other and we can still be in the room with each other. But I'm not going to lie. I'm scared to be in certain atmospheres because for fear of like being attacked for my political beliefs. And I'm not talking about killed. I'm just talking about people like, oh, you posted that, or just having anxiety about being in certain circles because I don't believe what they believe. And it's just sad. It's sad. And not saying that the political atmosphere isn't bad. Yeah, but more so because of me. Like, I'm even nervous posting this video, recording this, because I feel like the backlash I'm going to get or the hate. And nobody might even see this video, and I'm still like nervous about putting it out there. I'm thinking right now about editing it and what to put out there, and what negative comments I might get under whatever I decide to post. It sucks. But, you know, MLK got killed because he was going against the grain. Abe Lincoln got killed because he was going against the culture. Charlie Kirk got killed because he was going against the culture. Jesus got killed because he was going against the culture. There's other Christians around the world that are getting killed because of going against the culture. And I have to stand strong and be bold and stand 10 toes down on my beliefs. And so, love me or hate me, this is what I believe. But also, if you know, I will always choose Jesus above all. I will never water or downplay my Jesus for political or whatever. It's always going to be, it's Jesus first, right? Then I'm a mom, my kids, family, then whatever. But then politics, but I will always stay, I am pro-life, not pro-choice. I don't believe in the LGBTQIA plus alphabet community. I believe that people were made in the image of God. I love black and brown and people. I love all people. My kids are brown. I'm black. My grandmother's white. Like, my best friends are black. I'm not racist. I have kids. My kids' friends are all different. They're like the rainbow. And I love each and every one of them. And I don't hate anybody because they're want to whatever. I don't know. But I do know that the unborn were made in the image of God. And just because you think you're something else, you're still made in the image of God, and I'm still going to love you. I don't hate anybody. I just think you're wrong. Ain't no my truth, his truth, their truth. It's the truth, and that's Jesus Christ. I hope I made sense in this video at all. I feel like my thoughts are going everywhere. And yeah, so if you're still here and you're still rocking with me, go ahead and put the muscle emoji in the comments. Yeah, so whatever your beliefs, be kind to one another, love one another, and if you're watching and you don't know Jesus, know Jesus. Because I don't know for sure, but from what I watched, Charlie Kirk will be in heaven. You know, and so he just passed from death to life. He's actually in a better place than I am. But I encourage anybody who does not agree with me and believes the lies of the media, mainstream media. I posted this on my TikTok. Watch full clips of him for yourself. Watch full clips of, do not listen to the mainstream media. They are liars. They have a narrative. Everybody has a narrative. I understand that. But do a deep dive like I did my deep dive. You know, put your defenses down and realize that every person on earth was born in the image of God, Imago Dei. So, thanks for joining me on another episode, and I hope to see you again on the next one. Bye.